So it's... I beg your pardon, yeah, so it's good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending where you are. It's your host, DTR Moomin Papa, with another thrilling instalment of the 2025 Dream Team Touring Car Series. And we are live at, as you can see in the background, Bathurst. Will be 12 laps around here. Here's Richie. Evening, Richie. Nice to have you in, buddy. So we have 12 laps. I'm hoping you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me, Richie, please. Thank you. Should be okay. And Ian in the chat as well. Yep, great. Thank you. Thanks, Richie. Lovely. Okie dokie. Yeah, so we're here for 12 laps at Bathurst in the Group 4 FF cars. And that will be the Audi TT, the Peugeot RCZ, the Volkswagen Scirocco, the Suzuki Swift, and the Renault, the Renault again. We'll have a quick little flick through now, the drivers and the cars as well. So there's Mojalina in the Suzuki. He'll be paired up with Robbo Rosberg, who should be with us soon, all being well. Cool, okay. Thank you. So yeah, let's flick through. Let's have a little look. A little bit, yes, I did. Yeah, just a little touch. Hopefully, it's a little bit better. Hey, there's Robbo. Hopefully, he'll be in the lobby very soon. I'm hoping, if you're not already in. Beautiful stuff. Yeah, so 12 laps it is at Bathurst, and of course, this is a double header this evening as well. So we've got 12 laps at Bathurst, and then straight afterwards, we'll be off to Tokyo. And yep, for 15 laps at Tokyo south clockwise, and that should be a pretty interesting race as well. But yeah, taking these up the mountain should be pretty interesting today. So yeah, Suzuki. Let's have a little flick through. And now we have Peter. I'll flick through the drivers as we do. Peter with the Peugeot RCZ. Flashnagger, evening Flashnagger, welcome, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here, buddy. Thank you for popping in. Hope you get to enjoy the racing this evening. And so it's a new livery being sported by Peugeot this evening, created by Yari. Hoping that this one will bring them a little bit more luck, perhaps. So fingers crossed for that one. Excellent stuff. And then we go to Severi, who's sitting in the pits at the moment. Then we have Kieran. Oh, okie dokie. Other ways of getting around those corners through the S's. And there's Yari as well. So Yari also with the wearing the new livery too. Of course, Dream Team Racing powered by Robio.AI, and that is Yari. And then we have Nick in the Volkswagen. Scirocco did do pretty well around here at practice, so yeah, keep an eye out for Scirocco here. Does have a pretty good balance to it. And then we have Reba in the Renault. Hoping for a little bit more luck from last week. I say last week, 2 races previous. Hoping that Bathurst and Toko will smile on them a little bit more. There's Nick in the chat as well. Evening, Nick. Nice to have you join us, buddy. And there we are. We have Dace Racer 2. Number 454. And slowing down. Maybe he's going to pull into the tents. Yeah, it looks like it. You won't quite get in, but it's worth a try. I can't quite get into the tent park. Then we have Don, also with the RCZ as well. Don, New Zealand driver, along with Dace Racer as well, and Faulkner too, all with us. So yeah, we might be without 2 drivers this evening. Unfortunately, we couldn't get a substitute in, a reserve driver in. It's not one that would be of equal pace anyway. We could have had a reserve, but it would have been a very quick driver, so it wouldn't have been very well balanced between the teams. So we couldn't really do it, unfortunately. So it's always the discarding of a lowest race anyway, so we will always have that. So if a driver doesn't quite make it, then we can always discard a pair of races anyway from everyone's scores. So that will hopefully balance things up a little bit more. But yeah, really couldn't do an awful lot about it this week, unfortunately. And there's Huli, and also in the Volkswagen as well, the Scirocco. We will be starting qualifying soon. So this will be pretty much a one and done. So qualifying here will be the out lap, and then you will have your qualifying lap, so your hot lap. So it's a one and done realistically. No, we've got all full team of Peugeot, full team of Audi, and a full team of Renault, I believe, if I can find Faulkner. Unless he's struggling. Okay, so yeah, so we will be starting soon. Let's just come out then and just check who we have in the lobby at the moment then. So here we go, let's have a quick little check. So we have, yes we do, we have Reva, Faulkner and Dace Racer in the Renaults. So we have a full team of Renault, we have a full team Peugeot as well, with Yari, Peter and Don. And then we have also a full team, I believe, of Audi, with Kieran, Severi, should be Calais. Yes, we have Calais in as well. There we are. And it's only, unfortunately, Volkswagen and Suzuki that will only have 2 drivers each in this one. But like I say, you can drop lower scores. So we will sort that out to keep it fair between the teams, and keep everybody as happy as possible and make it as fair as we can. So yeah, and Magdalena in the chat too. Magdalena, evening. Nice to have you here, buddy. Nice to have you there. And yeah, good luck this evening in Suzuki. Good luck to everybody, actually. So yeah, we will be starting qualifying pretty soon. And there we are. So we have 13 in. Like I say, it's just Suzuki and Volkswagen will be dropping a driver this evening, but that can be sorted anyway. It's very good to drop your lowest. I think Audi only had 2 drivers last week for one of the races, I believe. So yeah, they'll get to drop that as such. That'll be one of their dropped races. Yeah, so let's see how it goes. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Right, well, let's quick last little look through. I heard, yeah. Looking forward to hearing some news about that. Get some pics. That'll be nice. That will be great. So, without any further ado, then let's get it posted in. Qualifying about to start. So, let's have a look. Let's see. Should be an interesting one this evening. Yay, there's Flash. Lovely, lovely. But, yep, should be an interesting pair of races this evening. Let's see how everyone gets on around here. Fuel is ×1, tyres is ×3. It's racing softs. Or is that the other way around? In fact, yeah, tyres is tyres is ×1, fuel is ×3. That's better. Let's make sure. Let's see how everybody gets on then, as we're about to start qualifying. And let's just wish everyone good luck for qualifying. Remember, get out as soon as you can. You've got 10 seconds between the Pro and then the Pro-Am, and then another 10 seconds between Pro-Am Silver to Pro-Am Bronze. So it's good luck, everybody. Rubber wishing everyone good luck as well. Yeah, good luck, Rubber. Indeed. So here we go, starting qualifying here. And it'll be interesting to see this one now. So very much looking forward to this. And it's away we go. Let's go now on the spectating. A bit of spaghetti, a bit of spag bowl. So we're on with Rosberg. We'll stay there at the moment. And we can see the rest of the drivers coming out. Very nice indeed. Enjoy those. Looks like there's extra car out, but we'll have a look. Robbo anyway out on track with Suzuki, and there we have Reba, Yari. Okay, so Sebri is out at the moment, should be out at the minute. Sebri, you'll need to drop back, allow these guys to go through if you could please, if you can hear me. Everyone else will be coming out. Nick into P2, we don't have Kieran in P1. Yeah, so Kieran will get the lap out first, and we'll have Nick, Sebri, Yari. Need to find some space, get yourselves a little bit of space, get yourselves round first lap. Down the mountain pass, I'm pretty sure, and as you come down to the left and then the right, I'm sure everyone will then start to slow off and give themselves the space they need. Let's make sure now everyone should be out. Robbo is now out. We now have Hooley, Peter, Dace Racer, all coming over the top. Vigilina, all coming over the skyline. Faulkner, and Kelly, and then we have Don at the rear. So keeping it safe. So here we go. Kieran coming down the hill. Everybody out, which is good to see. Now you won't want to hang around, you want to make sure you get your lap in. It's, you should get the lap in. He does indeed, yeah. I think he's given himself some good space there as well, by the looks of things. At the back, I think he's just making sure he's got a nice bit of space to run into. There we go, Kieran coming round to the final left-hander. He will be about to cross the line to start. He has started his qualifying lap, and so we will indeed get the race info on. So we will see the lap times. Kieran out in front. Nick. We have Sebri, Koivaniemi, indeed, Yari, P4, a bit of space between him and Reva, P5, Robbo in P6, Hooley in P7 at the moment. He's on his hot lap now. Peter, Calais, Magdalena, Faulkner, everyone quite close. And then we have Don in the Peugeot. He's had some good starts as Don. And it's always tricky when you're trying to sort out drivers into the different groups, different classes, because there are some drivers that overspill realistically, so we have got some drivers that could quite easily be in the Pro-Am Silver that are in the Pro-Am Bronze, and you could even get some that are in the Pro-Am Silver that could even be in the Pro, but it's just, yeah, dividing them up as best we can. So Kieran coming down the hill now. We'll see. yeah. I'm SS, but not for the reason SS would stand for. Slow and is probably what I would be. But here we go then, Kieran, coming down to the last left-hander. There he goes, and over the line, let's see. 210, 211, 212, will he get 213s, 214? It's a 215.068. Nick. With a 215.792, Sabri with a 216.742. Then we have Yari coming through with 216.029. And okay, we got Reva went straight up into P2 there, so Reva in as well, 216.021 I believe. 206, but now coming through thick and fast now. Yari in fourth, Dace Racer into P5, Robbo in P6, Severy in P7, Faulkner into P8, Magdalena in P10 at the moment behind Faulkner. Crikey, this has been a right switch around, hasn't it? This has Calais in P11, Hooley into P12, Peter in P13, Kieran in P1, final lap. They won't, I don't think, have enough time to complete the lap. P2, but yeah, just not a lot of time between them. But Don with P4 there as well, just in front of Yari. So this could be the comeback for Peugeot, and well, it looks as though Renault as well. It's done very well here. Dace in P6. Excellent stuff. And yeah, definitely, yeah. He's got good pace around here, and he's pretty consistent as well, so yeah. Should be very interesting. And there we go, as they all make their way up the hill really slowly. Waiting for the time to run out. It should run out. Yeah, pretty soon. Slower time indeed. A bit quicker from Nick. And a little bit quicker again. So that's it. There we are. So the top 5 managed to get an extra lap in. Not what I can do about that, unfortunately. The game ran that through, but yeah, not to worry. So we have, let's have a look at the results there. So we have Kieran in P1 with a 215.068. We then have Nick in P2 with 215.321. Yari with a 215.399. Look how close these times are. And a 215.570 for Reva in P4. Wow, that is very, very close indeed. And then even Rosberg with a 2:16.014, just ahead of Don with a 0:19. Days race over there is 0.167. Crikey, Severly with a 0.607. Let me just give a little saving on that one. Lovely. And then we have Renault with a 2:16.787 for Faulkner, just behind. Mergelina 2:17.4. Then we have Calais 2:18.1, Hooley 2:18.1, and then Peter with a 2:18.9 for Peugeot. So yeah, very close indeed throughout. Crikey. So yeah, that's superb stuff. Excellent time. So yep, race will start. And let me just put that in. And that as well. At 06. No need to check tyres, as this will be Sarat. I know, yes. It's a new way of spelling start. Yeah, it's a tricky one because the game overruns it. Unfortunately, overran the time. There's only supposed to be a minute extra, but it overruns it for some reason. I don't know why. There's only supposed to be 60 seconds, but yeah, it's enough for two. You can get one lap in if you're pro, silver and pro and bronze. Pros is, oh yeah, it was, yeah. But pro-am, yeah, I couldn't quite get 2 laps. No, quite. It should have been one, but yeah, the pro drivers managed to get into two laps there. But at least it's equal for teams in that respect. So at least the top 5 who are in their teams got their extra lap in. So it's still fair overall for the teams, which is good. So that's the important part. And it's 06, so without any further ado, let's wish everyone good luck. And have a good race, everyone. About to start. There we go. About to Sarat. There we go. That's better. Good luck. That's it. Let's have a clean race and good luck. Final part. Okay, so here we go then, everybody. The moment we've been waiting for. And here it comes. So Kieran will be in P1. It's a rolling start, remember. It's ×1 on the tyres, ×3 on fuel. Should be enough for both. So here we are, and you can see Kieran there, Nick, Yari in P3, then Reva right behind. And actually, when you think about it, you've got all 5 manufacturers in the top 5 positions, which is really nice to see. Really good to see, and they're away. So Kieran will be bringing it around 1 or 2, I think 7th or 8th place, or 8th or 9th will be caught on the corner as they start. It's always a tricky one when you have the rolling start here. So let's see how we go. So a little bit of extra width there. That's probably getting used to the corner at the start. As it will come down, it tends to unwind a little bit as they come towards the second turn on the right hand. The top of the hill here. That's when everyone seems to catch up with everyone, because everyone then is in each other's slip. You might see a move, you might not see a move, you might see a little bit of looking after each other, staying close, just keeping themselves away from everyone else and out of trouble. Yep, looks like everyone was fairly sensible getting through there. Well done. Kieran's still out in front. Nick just managing to squeeze in front of Yari. Oh, a bit of extra width there. Robbo going through. However, won't need to look at tyres on this because they're all on the racing softs for this race. It is the sprint, 12 laps. Over P5. Then we have Don in P6. For Peugeot Dace Racer right there as well. Staying with Don, and then we have Severi in P8 in the second of the Audis. And let me just, that's what we want, that's better. Get some info on there. Get some info on their movement for everyone to see. There we are. Severi, closely followed by Faulkner in the third of the Renaults. Then we have Mergelina in the second of the Suzukis. Going to be a tricky track this for Suzuki. Oof! There we go, okay. Is Don having an issue there? Don had an issue there by the looks of things. He's gone down to P10. Something not quite good there. Calais in P11 in the third of the Audis, followed by Hooley in P12 in the Volkswagen Scirocco, and then we have Peter in P13. Look to try and hold on to Hooley as best he can. Make it back round to the front. Come round now onto lap 2. Kieran still in P1, holding a little bit of a gap now to Nick in P2. Then we have Robbo in P3, followed by Yari in P4. Very close between these four here actually, because we then have Reva in P5 as well. It's not always the easiest track to overtake on either, so tricky sometimes. Got to pick your moments. Just try and get yourself in the right place at just the right time, so you can make the attack you need to make. The overtake. Robbo managing to keep P3 there, but he's got Yari keeping him very close company indeed. And as they come around here, let's see Yari now with the slip, but Robbo will have the slip of Nick in front. That might help, might protect him there. Yari, you can see the time coming down a little bit there. Yep, oh, it's coming down. Yari looks like he might be going on the inside. He is, he's trying the inside. Brilliantly done, both of you. Well done, well done. That was a superb overtake. And space given by both drivers. Brilliant stuff. That was really good. Oh, hold it, Reva. Oh, that was so lucky. I thought he'd lost it there for a moment, but yeah, he's just into P6 at the moment, but we'll probably look to try and make up that position. Just looked like he might have just moved out a little bit too wide, maybe clipped a little bit of that grass that made him go out a little bit wider, but he'll look now, it looks as if he might be lining up for the overtake to get that position back again. He will. Reva moves up into P5. Nice and tidy through there, but oh, Severi keeping it wide. He's managed to hold it. Look at this, so you've got Renault at P6, P7 and P8. So keeping each other company for sure. Maybe they can work together too. We'll get back up towards the front in a moment. Mergelina up into 9th place after Don had that issue. At 2:17.2 at the moment, so not too bad a time either. 2:18.621, but he'll be looking to try and claw his way back as best he can. Calais P11, Hooley in P12, and Peter has closed that gap up a little bit now with Hooley. And on for a much quicker lap this time round, so yeah, Oh, unlucky. Didn't want that touch there. But overall, he did close it down a little bit. Get back up to the front now, as we'll go and see how things are going with Kieran, still out in front at the moment. Keeping a gap and also holding the fastest lap at present. 2:15.290. This could be close to that time. It's 2:14.6 indeed, so he's gone a bit quicker there. Nick also with a quicker lap time as well. Getting in towards the lower 2:15s. Yari in P3 now, Robbo in P4. We now have Ravo obviously in P5, so he managed to get himself back up to P5. We'll be looking to try now and close up if he can on Robbo. Try and break that gap a little bit on a purple sector as well, so looking good here. I'll just stay here for a bit. This is a pretty interesting area at the moment. Nice and tidy through there. Staying wide. Gets the cut back. Yeah. Nice lines. Again, nice lines through there too. And we have the left-hander. Good time and a good line through that. Oh, somebody's facing the wrong direction. It's Yari. Oh, Yari. Oh, what happened? What happened? Oh, we've missed that one. We've missed two so far for Peugeot, unfortunately. Yeah, Hurley with. Oh, okay. That's going to be an accidental one, I think, for Hurley. And he's probably going to be carrying damage as well, I would imagine. But I wonder if he picked that up. I'll have to chat with Hooley afterwards about that. That might be... He might have hit Yari when Yari was just coming out of... coming out of ghosting, but we'll have to see. Yeah, very difficult indeed. But yeah, we'll have a little look through. So Calais, Peter, Hooley. Yeah, why not? So Kieran with another 2:14 there, with a 7:91 on his fifth lap so far. 7 laps to go yet still. We'll have a look at the tyre wear in a moment. Nick, 4.8 seconds, sort of managing a fairly good times as well. Good consistency there from Nick, as you can see. So he's dropped another 2/10 on his time there. Very good indeed. He's got a little bit of a gap now between himself and Robbo. 2:15.499. Absolutely. Reva in P4, so Reva now up into P4 with Yari losing that position. So unfortunate for Yari. I know he likes this track, and I know he's got some good pace around here. I know from Thursday's practice he had some good pace too, so we'll want to know what happened there. Just a case of maybe the back end spinning out and spinning round. Reva holding on to that P4 at the moment. He's still keeping it very close with the Robbo. Come up to the tight left-hander. Then flat out. Go, 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 all the way down the hill. Severy in P5 now. Dace Racer in P6, so it's a good showing from Renault as well here, especially with Faulkner in P7 as well, so it's been exceptional. Keep it up, keep it up. Great racing. GG's Renault. And on for a quicker lap as well. So he might even be getting into the 2:16s, Faulkner. Don has moved up into P8 now, so he's the highest of the Peugeot drivers. Yeah, absolutely, he's going up, he's climbing beautifully. Very, very well indeed. Don in P8, we then have Mugelina in P9, Yari in P10, right close now to Mugelina, and obviously Yari will be hoping to try and make amends for what happened. There's another race to follow after this, which will be Tokyo as well, so stay with us for 15 laps at Tokyo as well. That's going to be quite a race as well. Sure to be some exciting racing there. Will he make it? Will he manage to get on the inside? He's going to try. Not quite, not quite. He's managed to hold on to that. The later braking with the Suzuki, I know that myself. You can brake a little bit later with the Suzuki. Very close between these two. We will go to have a look at the others drivers. As you can see, it's a little bit of cloud now. Of course, the weather on random settings, so this could be any kind of weather. It won't be rain, but we could get sunshine, you could get cloud. And there you can see the clouds there. Some greyish cloud as well, so that's going to help to cool the track down, which will help with tyre wear, not necessarily tyre grip though. So we're going to have to be aware of that. Once the temperature eases off, look at this pressure. Yari's putting on Mugelina here, and Mugelina, yep, just eases off there a little bit. We'll fight another day. Maybe try and keep slip to Yari in front as best you can. Stay there in P10. We've got Peter in P11 now. Oh, a bit wide, Calais. Phil coming through on the inside of Calais. Is Phil close enough to be able to make a move on Peter? He is. He's going for it. He has. He's climbed 2 places in one straight. Can he hold that place now? Peter will tuck in behind. Calais trying to go up on the inside. Does make it on the inside. Just well done. Peter looking to try though. Get back out on the outside, get the slightly better line. Can he get the switch back here? Oh, it's so close, isn't it, between these two? Peter's just up on the inside there. Oh, so close, so close. That's where all the action is, but we'll go back towards the front now and see how Kieran is getting on. Out in P1. As they all starting on lap 7, there he is, comes down. He's got a 7-second gap at the moment, still lapping in those 2:14s, so it's consistent in those 2:14s now. Nick in P2, holding on to P2 at the moment, but Reva in P3. Nick with a 2:16.1 on the last lap. What will be interesting to see is Reva's on pace, so Reva with a 2:14.9 in the last lap, so definitely eating into time to the Scirocco. Robbo will do well just to try and hold as much slip as he can. Try and stay with Reva here, but Reva looks like he's starting to hit a bit of a patch here. We know he's got great consistency around here. I believe he does enjoy the track. Yeah, and he's on for an even quicker time. Wow. So Kieran with a 2:14.6 coming down here now. Let's see if he's improved his time. It looks like he might have done. As they cross over to complete the 7th lap. And there he goes. Nope, not quite. 2:14.707. Nick now coming through. Reva is very close, within 1.5 seconds now. Well, Nick through a 2:14.489 for Reva. New fastest lap set by Reva so far. 2:14.489. He's on the chase. He's on the charge. Nick 1.3 seconds in front at the moment, and he's given himself also, Revo, a bit of space between himself and Severy. Severy showing a purple sector at the moment. Base racer. And Robbo down to 6th place, so we've lost from 4th place down to 6th. I can only imagine with another incident there for Robbo. We'll have a look at the times. Oh, okay, that's a little touch there. That's going to give Robbo an opportunity perhaps. Stay wide. Yes, he's managed to just get himself back up into 5th. Dace Racer in 6th. Doing really well for Renault. Up into 5th, doing very well for Suzuki as well. This shouldn't really be a great track for Suzuki, to be honest with you. But it is quite good through the tight turns and the twists. Handles very well. Almost swivels on a sixpence, this does, it's really good. And then we have the Renault just behind it with Dace Racer. D-Max has managed to get himself up into P7. Well done, Don. Great recovery so far. Oh, didn't want that touch. Didn't want that touch, and neither I think did Faulkner. I think Faulkner might have made a little touch there as well. Yari is through into P8. Yari, Faulkner into P9, but he's got all quick guys in front of him, so he's done really well. Really well, he's battled brilliantly through this. Faulkner with a 2:15.969 as well. His fastest lap so far. Excellent pace. Excellent pace. Margelina drifted off just a little bit in the last few laps. Had that one. And Deck in the chat. Even in Deck, nice to have you with us. Couldn't get you involved, unfortunately, Deck, tonight. You've got a little bit too much pace for the bronze Pro-Am, as well as creative as well. Creative name, both too pacey to be invited in tonight for reserve positions. This is a shame, but yeah. Margelina there, and Peter and Hooley, and P11 with Peter. These two have been within sort of 2 seconds of each other for quite a while, so pretty good keeping each other company. And Calais just behind as well. Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Great stuff from creative a name, making himself available. That's really appreciated. And hopefully we will see creative a name on track at some point. Calais. Ah, okay. The hazards went on before leaving, so I'm not sure what happened there. Kieran might have some issues. Kieran, Kelly might have had a couple of issues with controller or things like that, so that might be the reason. I definitely saw his indicators on before he left the lobby. So Kieran heading out still in those 2:14s at the moment. But we can see Rebel with a 2:14.381 now, so he's even improved on that. Nick's holding on at the moment. Nick into the 2:14.6s. I think that's out of necessity here, because absolutely he's will be feeling the pressure from behind from Reba. As Reba winds it up a little bit. Nick holding on very well. We go down to the slow left-hander before the start and finish. And Nick managing to hold on at the moment. And there's Reba. 2:15.145. So, yep, 2 laps to go after this one, so 3 in total. Severy in P4 at the moment in Audi. Robbo in P5 with the Suzuki. And then we have the Renault of Dace Racer in P6. P7 is Yari. Now, is Yari close enough? It looks like he could be close enough here. And look at this, Peugeot Renault. It's an all-French affair here between 6th, 7th, 8th and 9th places. Look at Renault and Peugeot. Yari closes up a little bit, but just can't get close enough. Absolutely, yes, indeed. Sabri doing very well in P4. Highest of the Pro Am Silvers. Slight little touch on the barrier now. Dace just going a little bit wide there. Has that allowed Jari? It has. Jari's gone through. Don is on the outside, but Jari did pick up a half-second penalty there. Not sure how he managed that, but he did. Very close stuff between Don and Dace. I think Dace just eased off a little touch there. Both really close to each other, going through the corners. They've managed to negotiate all those corners together. Now Jari is going to have to try and make himself a little bit of time here, so that the half-second penalty doesn't eat into his position there in P6. Done very well to recover this far so far. And foot down. Let's see, perhaps Don will give some assistance here. Yeah, absolutely. Did very well to get that move done. Very well indeed. Burnt it off. Don is behind, but yeah, it looks like they should be okay. I don't think Don will go for it, but it looks like Jari will hold position there. Yes, he will. He will hold position. Oh, close, close, close. That slight tap there. You need to allow... Yes, he did, Dace. Well done, Dace. Great sportsmanship by Dace there. Just allowing Don to get back on. Easing back. It's just the slightest little contact there, but it was just at the wrong time. And put Don onto the grass. Maybe, yeah, oof, okay. Don might still have a bit of... Not the grippiest of tyres yet. Through there, Magdalena behind now, so Magdalena has closed up a little bit now. He's closed that gap with these 3 and 4 battling in front. Magdalena has closed the gap a little bit there. Huli in P11, Peter in P12. Peter will keep going through to the line. You never know what can happen. Mistakes and penalties can be made. P11 at the moment. Yeah, P11 at the moment. Back up to Kieran up in the lead at the moment, so Kieran's still holding P1. He's not quite as far out in front as he was. I think he was over 8 seconds, but it's not far off. Comes down. Ben has closed it up a little bit. Reva is eased off a bit here. Maybe the tyres. To find out, because I know, yeah, we'll have to find out from Peter. I think he might still be on controller, might still be waiting for his rig to come. I know he's contemplating ordering the rig, so might be waiting on that. But Reva with the 2:14.381, I think that's probably going to stay now, I would imagine. Can't see anybody beating that. I think the times are just, oh, I say that. Look at that. Kieran with a 2:40.213. So he sets the fastest lap of the race. It's worth an extra points. The fastest lap. Nick now just behind with Reva. Final lap this is, guys. So here we go. Bit of a distance between first and second at the moment, but second and third is 2.5, under 2.5. Reva might sort of look to try and pull it back a bit if he can. He is indeed. Very quick indeed. But they've pulled away from Severi, who's lost a bit of ground over the few laps, but he's managed to keep in front of Rosberg in P5. Robert doing really well in Suzuki. You'll see him come through now. It's Audi. Currently in P1 and P4. Robbo catch. He might have the better tyres. Might be 2.6 seconds, but never know. Look at those times though, 2:15s, 2:16s mostly. By Robbo's done really well. is 6 seconds from Yari in P6, who's done very well to recover to P6. Dace Racer just behind, with Faulkner and Don in P9. Renault in 7 and 8 here. We'll go through to the front guys in a moment as we go to Magdalena. He's brought it down to 3 seconds, so he has consistently been catching up to 2:16.01. But let's get down to Kieran here, who comes across. He's about to take the checkered flag. And there we go, Kieran takes the win. Great win there by Kieran for Audi. And Nick will take P2. There he comes. Great drive as well. And then we had Reva in P3 as well. Great drive from both of those two drivers for Scirocco and Renault respectively. And then the second of the Audis coming in with Severi. Well done. Great result. And then we have Robbo coming in for Suzuki in P5. P6 will be Yari. Great recovery from Yari for Peugeot. And then P7 will be a Dace Racer with Faulkner in P8. And then we have Don in P9. Followed by Magdalena in P10. Nice little flashes as well. Great flashes from Magdalena. Absolutely lovely P10 in the end, mate. Well done, well done. And then we'll have Hooley coming through for Scirocco, Volkswagen. And there he goes, crosses the line. And P11. And then we'll have Peter just coming around to the left-hander final. He's got the hazards on. But yeah, hopefully he'll be finishing this one here. And there he comes. Flashing the lights there a little bit. Yeah, he does it. He does it indeed. Finishing at P12. Well done. GG's everybody. So there we are. Let's get the leaderboard. Actually, let's get this bit done first. Sorry, and then we'll go leaderboard. There we are. So there we go. Great race. And look at those times on the right hand side as well. Some great fast times by all the drivers there. But it was Kieran who took P1 for Audi with a total time of 27 minutes and 2 seconds, followed by Nick for Team Scirocco, just 9 seconds behind, but both of those getting into the 2:14s. Reva and also in a 2:14 as well, 3 times of those drivers. Exceptional times, very, very quick indeed. So Reva for Renault in P3, then we had the second of the Audis in P4, with Severi with a 2:15 fastest time, 2:15.8, 2:15.4 for Robbo in the Suzuki Swift in P5. Exceptional drive, well done. Yari with a great recovery from went down to P10, I believe, so managed to get himself back up to P6. Great drive there for Peugeot, for the first of the Peugeot, so well done there. Then we have Dace Racer in P7, the second of the Renaults. 2:15.6 there as well, and also Faulkner with a 2:15.9 in P8, so great drive as well, up from P9 to P8 for Faulkner. And then going on to P9 with Don for D-Max Racing for Peugeot, and a 2:15.9 there as well. Magdalena with 2:16.8 as well in P10, so Suzuki in P10, Hooley in P11 for Scirocco, and then we have Peter in P12 for RCZ, and then Calais. Not quite sure what happened with Calais, but P13 did not finish in the end though, but hazards went on before he went off, so I'll have to find out from Calais what happened there. But there is another race to go yet, so we will be going to Tokyo. But there we are. Let's quickly get that one saved, and let's change the lobby over then to was definitely in the groove. Yeah, it was definitely in the groove. Good to see though. And okay, let's edit events. Let's get ourselves to Tokyo for round 5. There it is, as you can see in front of us. 15 laps this will be, and here we go. Without any further ado, lovely stuff. So here we are then. So we have here now Peter and now Magdalena. Hopefully we'll have 1 or 2 jump back in a second. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's probably he needs to. Oh, yeah, he is here. That's good. That's good. So, yeah, excellent stuff. Okay. Um, yeah. So here we are at Tokyo. Tokyo South. Let's get the spectating cameras out. Let's see who's out on track first to get themselves warmed up for this one. 15 laps here with the tight chicane here. Roadwork chicane. It's a great track, this is. Excellent track indeed. But yeah, so Peter getting a warm up real nice and quick with the Peugeot. He likes this track along with Yari as well. It's a nice track, this. Stretch your legs a little bit. And some nice little twisty sections. I love the little right, left, then right, and then left again down through here, through the extended S's. It's a great great track, and this part, if you just about get it right, it's really really rewarding, and you can hold some really good pace through here. Yari holding good lines through there. I bet it is. Nick there as well for Scirocco, and then we have Magdalena. We have Kieran, Severi, D-Max, Dace Racer for Renault, Faulkner for Renault, and Reba also for Renault, and Reba getting out on track, getting warmed up, get some laps in. And we'll just put a bit of info on, just so we can see the... of course, this is racing softs again, so multipliers are 1, times 3 on fuel, so same settings as was at Mount Panorama, Bathurst, so yeah, same settings again. Just stay with Reba for a second. Okay. Don't forget to hit that like button if you're here as well, that would be much appreciated. Even subscribe if you're enjoying what you're seeing. Some great battles here. Hooley, yay, Hooley back in for Tokyo. Well done. Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? It would have been nice. I think he would have liked this track. Oh, I know he likes this track. Definitely, 15 laps here. Yeah, it's a shame, really. I think he would have enjoyed this one. But yeah, he's at basketball this evening, as his team is in the cup at the moment, so they're in a cup match this evening, I believe. Quick warm up for the guys here. Faulkner out on track now, also getting a bit of warm up, bit of time on track. And Hooley as well. It is, yeah, definitely. It is, yeah, absolutely. Would be lost without it, I believe. Absolutely lost without it. Faulkner, he's going to wait. And there we are. So we will start qualifying soon. It's 44 at the moment, so we'll start qualifying at 46. So let me just put that in here. chance to warm up. We'll get a few extra laps here as well, which is good. Qualifying, same as before. Just give a reminder to Severy if I can. There we are. Just a little reminder to there we go. Okay. Just a little reminder to Severy as well, just to wait that 10 seconds so the pros go out first, and then we have the Pro-Am Silvers and then the Pro-Am Bronze. That way everyone should be able to find themselves nice bits of time. So, qualifying about to start then, everybody. Let's get in there. Let's get the chat on there. Lovely, there we go. Okay, qualifying about to start. So we'll hop out. And as you will see, the settings on this as well will mean that we'll get a nice bit of evening time as it rolls through. So we'll come off from that part there. And good luck, everybody. There we are. Wish everybody good luck here. That's cool. Yep. Severy. Yeah, no worries. No worries, buddy. Okay, everyone's in. Let's just check. Everyone is in. Yep, lovely. Okay, and so away we go. Qualifying about to start. Same as was at... oh, sorry about that. Not the microphone there. Yep, so same as was at Bathurst. 5 minutes of qualifying and 10-second separations between each of the classes. And we'll come out there with Kieran. I'm sure we'll want to get out to the track first. Let's see. Like I say, it'll get a little bit darker as we roll through. So here we go. First 5 are out. Kieran, Nick, Yari. We're having one of those moments, but yeah, as long as everyone gets out in time, and I'm happy with that. Let's get the info on anyway. There we are, and then we can see from everyone should be getting out now. They are, yeah, everyone's leaving. Good, lovely. Could have gone out a bit quicker, but yeah, that's cool. As they come out from the tunnel, the lights go off. Such detailing in this. Really superb sometimes. Forget some of the details you see here. But this game is simple, but makes a world of difference. And pretty good connections as well tonight, which has been really nice. So Kieran leading out. Nick, Robbo, Reva. Okay. This is qualifying. Okay. Very close for qualifying, this is. Okay, and Yari is at the back. Four wide. You can, yes, you can go 20 wide if you want to, but yeah. I'm guessing at this rate, but yeah. Okay, going to compromise each other's times. Guys, okay, Yari and P5. have Dace Racer P6, Uli P7, Severy P8 at the moment, P9, Peter, merging in that out, and then we have Faulkner, and then Don at the rear. So, yeah, I think that's going to be the case really. I think it's going to be an issue for the Suzuki. I think on the straights it's going to be tricky, but if you can keep that slip, that's going to be the important part. Keeping slip to the car in front. If you can keep that slip, you'll always be in with a bit of a chance. At least you can maintain your positions. But yeah, so here we go. Kieran with a 142.5 opens the account, and Nick with a 142.6. Robbo with a 144.6. Revo with a 145.7. I can only imagine that Dace with a 1. Oh yeah, Dace is up into P4 there as well, so well done Dace, 142.999. Yari, 143. P5 there, Yari, 144.069. Magdalena currently holding P8 at the moment from Huli, P9. Robert P10. Forever P11. And Faulkner currently in P12 at the moment. Times wise, but Kieran still leading them all at the moment with 142.542. Let's get back up to Kieran then, let's see if he's making improvement on his time. Riding the curbs there. Coming through, let's see, 134, 135 is going to be close-ish. Going to be close to that 142.5. It's 142, it's 141.8. Excellent time, Nick with a 142.7, slightly slower. And we have Yari coming through with a 142.78. Dace Racer with a 142.4 there as well. Excellent time indeed. Nick just behind Dace Racer as well by 1/10. Don also up to P3, so Don has actually put a 142.6 in there as well. Setting the cat amongst the pigeons there with the Peugeot. They should get a lap in here. Peter coming underneath. There we go. Through the hairpin. Severy, Yari, so we will see. Hopefully they'll have enough time. He's managed to get himself up into P8 times wise. Let's see if he can possibly get himself a little bit higher if he can. See the sparks flying in the background. Here he comes. Can he break it? Can he break the 143s? Oh, I'm not sure. That's going to be close, but anybody else improving on their times at the moment? Reva did. Reva goes up to P6, I believe. Peter on P5. Wow, this is, yeah, there we go. Nick up into P3. Well done, Nick. 142.445. Got himself up there in the end. Dace in P2 for Renault. Kieran in P1. There we are. Wow. So let's check out the results there. Look at this. So we have Kieran in P1, followed with a 141.825, followed by Dace Racer in P2 with a 142.395 for Renault, and then we have the Scirocco with Nick with a 142.445, so very close. Look at these 142s here. Don with a 142.6 as well in P4. P5 was Peter with a 142.7. Also with a 142.7 is Reva in the Renault. And then we have Severy as well with a 142.7. Look at these 142.7s. This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. There's 4 of you all on 142.7s. Wow, look at that. So yeah, Audi in P7. Then we have Yari with the Peugeot in P8. Crazy times, well done. 143.1 then for the Suzuki with Robbo, with Muggelina in P10 with also with the Suzuki, and 143.4. Then we have Hooley with a 143.8 for the Scirocco, and then Faulkner with a 146.161 for the Renault. But yeah, we've seen Faulkner though manage to get himself back up quite well so far, so it's not by all means over yet. So yeah, Peugeot's looking pretty strong indeed, very well indeed. But yeah, nice to see. But yeah, definitely if you look at that top 6, 7, 8 even, wow. Yeah, looking very good indeed. Race to start. At 0.57. Give it a little bit of time there for everyone. But yeah, so it's going to be a pretty exciting race, this one, definitely. Definitely running into this race at this point after the first 3 races. We had the manufacturers' total scores of, well, positions were Audi in P1, Peugeot in P2, Volkswagen in P3, joint with Suzuki, who were also in P3, and then we had Renault in P4. But 1 or 2 of those positions are probably going to change after this weekend of racing. Races 4 and 5. This is race 5, about to start. At Tokyo. Let's wish everyone luck. Have a good luck. Have a good race. Good luck, everybody. Let's have a clean race. Have a good race. Good luck. And good luck as we start. Everybody in. And we start the race. Looking forward to this one. As you can see, the sun setting. As the time goes by, it will set. The lights will come on. And let's get to spectate again. Rolling start. Okay. And now we're going to roll up. Raymond, hello. Nice to have you with us. But they're off. It's Kieran in P1, Dace Racer in P2 with the Renault. P3 is Nick, Scirocco. Then we have D-Max in P4, closely followed by his teammate in P5 with Peter. And we have the second of the Renaults in P6 with Reva. As I come through the S's. Lefts and rights, twists and turns. Everyone through cleanly. Absolutely, yeah. Good luck to Reva indeed. And you can see he's going, it looks like he's making a bit of a move there maybe. Did he manage to get it? He did, he managed to get it. He managed to get through on Severy, but now he's going to have to hope he gets in the slip with the Peugeot in front, so that he can keep that position as we come up through the rise, through the tunnel. The left-hander, and then to the right as we rise and go up towards the top. To the right-hander, around about 90 to 100 miles per hour they'll be going through here on this right-hander. A little bit of width there by someone, I'm not sure it was. And we have Severy. Oh, okay, this could be... Oh, well done both of you. Oh. Whew. Yeah, side by side is very tricky through there. It's not probably the place you want to be going side by side, so well done both of you. Oh, brilliantly done, brilliantly done. There we are. And Robert will be still in P6, but he's managed to get himself in amongst the Peugeots now as well. So Don and Peter will be looking to try and look after each other as best they can. But Severy still managing to hold that position at the moment. Will he go down on the inside? He has gone for the inside. Now, as Rubber, yep, he's okay. Yep, still managed to keep it. Peter's gone a little bit deep on that one. So Severy and Rubber. Rubber going out to the wide. Has he got that one? Not quite. He's going to have to tuck back in here. As they all tuck in behind Peter. Both of them looking for that little bit of extra speed from Peter in front. Whoever can keep that line, look for that little bit of slip. We still have Kieran in P1, Dace Racer in P2, Nick in P3 at the moment. Don in P4. Peter in P5, P6 and P7 at the moment. P8, this is where it's all, where the battle is all happening here at the moment. Again through on the inside of Reva and Severy will be having some epic battles here by the looks of things. Zari and P8 at the moment. But he will have the straight. If Severy hasn't got the slip, it's possible that he could come back through again here. What a battle going on here. And yet we still have P8 and P9 as well, still in the throw. Yari and Robbo, careful. Crikey, well done, well held all of you, well done. Get back through again. Now we have the two Suzukis together just in the background there, as you can see. They perhaps can work together, maybe help each other. Might be the way to do it. Get themselves closing back up on these guys again up in front, but Robert P8 at the moment, Severy P7, P6 is Yari, managed to get past, managed to get 2 within the last lap. And Revan now chasing that Peugeot, keeping as tight as he can, using that slip. He's still at P5. But, oof. Rebel managing to keep that very tight indeed. Has he gone for the inside line there? On Yari, nope, he's held it back a little touch. Just coming down through here a little bit. We'll see Peter coming down through as well because he's just in front with Don in P4, still holding P4, well done. Lap 3 of 15 so far, so much action so far in the first 3 laps. There's another 12 to go yet. Absolutely making moves, so yeah, looking very good indeed. The Peugeots at the moment in P4, 5 and 6. So they're trying to lock out those positions as best they can. They're going to be like a train pretty soon. I think Larry's going to catch the back end. Rather in P7, but he's still managing to keep that slip. To Yari, Severy and P8. This is battling right at the back here. Dace Racer into P3 now, so Nick has made a move on Dace Racer. Dace Racer into P3, Nick in P2. Don's still in P4, but look at these. Look at this here. This is what you're looking at here. Look at this, how close this is between them. We knew when they qualified there were so many on 142.7s. And the race is showing exactly why this is the case. look at this. Yari and Reva right on the tail of Yari there. Will he manage to make it? It's really tricky this, because Yari all the time has just got that little bit of slip from the Peugeots in front, just give that extra bit of speed, a little bit of scrape, tiny little scrape there. Don lost a little bit of speed there. Peter goes through. That's the way. Oh no! Peter has lost that one. He's come back on. Oh no! That's really tricky. There's not a lot you can do there. It is good connections tonight. Everybody, it's a good lobby tonight. Reba in P6, then they have Robbo in P7. He'll tuck in behind now with Reba. Use a bit of slip, stay there. Keep it nice inside. Reba up into P6. Well, very unlucky for Peter. Just lost it going over those bumps through the chicane. And the road works. Was doing so well as well. Can't give up yet though. I'm pretty sure he won't. As we know Peter too well, he's definitely going to try and pull himself back in. Definitely has the pace here, that's for sure. But, this is the battling here. Look at this. Dace Racer in P3, you can see him. Not too far in the distance either. Yari and Don so close to each other, and then you can see Dace Racer just in front. Let's go up and see Nick, and let's go up and see Kieran as well. We haven't spent much time with Kieran. He's out at front at the moment, 3.5 seconds in front. Keeping his P1, 141.577 so far, the fastest time. You see the lights coming on now as the sun starts to set. Oh, that might be a little bit wide. Might have been a little bit wide. It might be okay. Yeah, I think... Yep, okay. It's okay. Must have just eased off the accelerator at the right time there. Avoided a penalty. So, still in P1, P2, Nick in the Scirocco. A bit of a gap between these two now. And then Dace Racer in P3. Yes! Yeah, needs to do something. Cartwheels maybe, I don't know. But definitely. But yeah, leading out in front. That's for sure. Dace Racer in P3, but still holding that P3 as well. He's got a little bit of gap, 1.5 seconds between the chasing pack. Look at this lot in the chasing pack though, this is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Dace Racer in P3. Try and keep there if you can. You don't want these guys catching you up. A whole pack of them. Absolutely. Ready and waiting. Still, yeah, 1.3, so yeah, as long as he can stay out of slip, he's okay. Don in P4, the Peugeot, P5 then is Yari for Peugeot, P6 is Reva, and then we have Robbo in P7. Plenty of racing to go yet, so there's plenty of laps to go. Plenty of laps to go. Look how close this all is. Reva keeping it tight to Yari. Rosberg behind, just waiting, perhaps just sort of keeping in slip, keeping that pace, and then maybe just waiting for a little mistake in front, either by Reva or maybe Yari or Don, that might just open up that space for him to come through. Reva holding that P6 at the moment though, looking very good indeed, very tidy now. Rosberg has lost a little bit of ground there, didn't really want to lose that bit of ground, but comes back through here, maybe he can make up a bit of time coming back through here. Makes or breaks a lap, this section, it really does. It's like the right, the left, the right, then the left. Absolutely makes a lap, makes it or breaks it. Chicane also can be tight as well, but this definitely, that section definitely does make the lap. So we're just holding on to P8 at the moment. Look at these here. Yari P5, Don in P4. Dace 1.5 in front, so he's managing to keep that distance. Is Dace. That's what he wants to do. Just needs to try and maintain it as best he can. Peugeots are a little bit quicker up the hill, I believe. Nice and clean through there as they come down now to the chicane. Well done. Everyone getting through there fairly well indeed. They broke it down a little bit. I mean, they have broke it down now, as you can see, so it has come down a little bit here. Down to a second, but still, if we can keep above that second, he's staying out of slip. Still very close. And Dom to Jari, obviously these two won't want to be making moves on each other. They'll just want to work together and stay as close together as they can and help each other as best they can. And whilst doing that, Don is in a bit of a patch here. 142.133 as well from Don. That's a great time. So no wonder Jari's just tucking in with his teammate. Of course, this is the third season that Don has raced with us here, and I believe this track is the one track that has been in all 3 seasons, I believe. So yeah, 21, 23 and now 25, so yeah. And I do like this track. I think it's a great track to race on. You can get some exceptional racing on it. Oh, a couple of penalties behind here now, so Jari Redman with a 0.5. Is that the only one? Oh, and Robbo as well with a 0.5, so they are going to get caught a little bit by Peter behind. As they're all coming through, look how well they're all managing this though. I'm guessing they all might have picked up a penalty coming through there last time round. Hopefully they haven't picked up anything extra. No, that's good. Okay, so they'll burn that off. It's whether Peter has the pace. Yeah, absolutely, because they are up at mad times in the morning. Take part in this indeed. Dace Racer, Don and Faulkner all get up really early to take part in this series. Faulkner also, this is the 3rd series for Faulkner too, as it is with quite a few, so yeah. Peter as well. Yeah, all 3 of them early risers. Jari staying with them, but now as you can see, oh, Don just touching the barrier there. Didn't really want to do that, but he has got Jari behind him, so Jari can help him out a little bit here. Dace keeping 9/10, almost a second in front. That's it, work together. No problem with working together, that's the whole point of the team element to this. Not always about the individual drivers, but also about the team effort. As the manufacturers, the championship is the higher one. They're still holding on to 3rd, but you can see the difference, and you can see the distance now. Nothing between them at all now. All 3 of these are right together. Look at the 3 behind as well. This is so close. Can't take your eyes off any of it. Oh, and half a second for Dace Racer. Penalty, will burn that off on the next lap, so he'll be looking to try, if he can, to make that up now. Extend that. Maybe try and get himself a second or so in front. 1.5 maybe. So that half second isn't too catastrophic when it comes off, but that seems to have spurred Don and Jari on a little bit. They can see that redness above his car. They know they don't necessarily have to go for the overtake, because that place should be theirs if they stay nice and clean and tidy. How are they looking? At 4 seconds between Dace and Nick as well, and 5 laps to go, including this one 6. Nick maintaining that 142's nice consistent times there by Nick. So Dace will be burning off his half-second penalty, but he has got himself a little bit of a gap there. Now will these two work together to break that gap down? He did manage to get that little bit of a gap. We'll have to see. We'll go back here as well, see how these guys are getting on, Reva, Peter and Severy as well. Peter, obviously this is the third one as well. It's the third series with us at the DTTCR. It's all very close between these three, but going back through now as these three head through. Are they close enough? Oof, that was close by Don. Very close by Don, but well done, he's holding on to that P4. Now Dace will burn off that half second now. Is Don and Yari close enough to make a difference here? They're closing up, but can they close up quick enough before they get to the corner? Not quite, no, not quite. But they are right on top of Dace now. Pressure is on Dace. You can see the three behind as well. That is so close between Reva, Peter. Wow, we've got two pockets of everything going on here. So these three, and then we have the three behind. So I'm trying to keep it so we can see all three as much as possible, because there's not a lot of distance between them. Taking the tighter line, he's managed to get a tighter line through there. Has he managed to get himself alongside? Not quite. Dace holding on to P3 brilliantly well here. Exceptionally well, so much pressure, and yet still managing to hold that position. GG's. Exceptional driving. But he might succumb here. And Don is on the inside. He's managed to break around to the left-hand side. Yari trying to follow through, but Dace hasn't given this up yet. He's stayed on the inside. And he's holding it. He's held it. Brilliantly held. But he's gone a little bit wide. He's got that nudge. But he's managed to hold it still. Crikey. Look how close this is. Oh, close, close, close. Well done, well done, well done. My word, this is so close. And look behind them. Severy has managed just to get in front of Peter for Audi. Fourth and fifth respectively for Peugeot here, just behind Dace. Dace still holding his position in P3. These three and the three behind are having massive battles. Has Severy gone through on the inside? He has gone through on the inside of Reva. Into P6. Oh, he's just clipped that side though. Oh, and he's clipped that one as well. That's going to scrub some time off. Will Reva be able to catch up? Peter right behind. Reva, oh, close, close, close. Keep it steady, keep it steady. That's it. Peter with Reva right on his tail. We'll go back up to the front three there. You can see Dace just in front with the two Peugeots following. Reva right on the tail of Peter. Severy just in front of them. That 12 this is. This race has gone so quickly, it really has. Unbelievably quick. Just so much action going on. So much action. There he goes, he cuts through onto the inside. Has he got it? Not quite, not quite. But has Severy got it on the inside of Peter? Not quite. Crikey, everyone is so much on top of each other here. This is incredible. You can see the three guys in front as well. Again, Reva trying to put a little bit of pressure on, just letting Severy know that he's right there with him. You make a mistake now, then I'm coming through. Keeping the pressure on all these three. Hardly had any time. Let's quickly have a quick look at Robbo here. Only 4 seconds adrift from Reva as well, so he's done really well to keep that time. 1:43 is pretty much all the way through here for Robbo. Come back to Mujanina as well. Managed to get 1:44, got to 1:43 and 1:42 there as well. 1:42.9, so well done, Mujanina in P10. Then we have Hooley in P11, 1:43s and 1:44s. Well done. And then we have Faulkner in P12 at the moment. It's easy into 1:42.6 there. But into the 1:43s, hitting those consistently now. If you can just keep those times, it'll be very beneficial to him. But we get back up to the front now, and Kieran, you can see the sun's gone down now. the evening is rising. It does indeed, yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, the tight stuff is not too bad, but it does need that slip to keep its pace. Kieran well out in front though for Audi at 141.319 in the last lap. Fastest lap so far coming through, lap 13. Then we have Nick in P2 for the Scirocco. Then we have Dace Racer still maintaining that time. Look at that, and in fact Dace Racer has just managed to get himself 1.2 seconds gap between himself and Yari. Yari going a little wide, manages to just ease off a little bit and keep himself nice and straight. Coming up for the chicane, well done. Yep, nice and tidy through there. Now he could make some time up on here. Yari into P4 from Don. Oh, Don with a half-second penalty. It's not too bad. He's got Peter behind him, his teammate, so it might not be too bad. Peter obviously overtaking Severy, so Peter in P6 doing very well, and you can see that now. So it's Yari P5, P4, P5, and P6 is Peugeot lockout here. Oh, that half-second penalty must have picked up another, or is that going to overspill then? Must be an overspill for the next lap. So at least he knows he's in his teammate's sandwich, which is some kind of protection. So we might be able to hold on to his P5. Peter P6. Severy going on the outside of Peter though, so Andy's in front of Peter. Comes through round the outside, a little bit wide. Peter keeping it tight on the inside. Very close between them. Reva in P8 right with them, but you can see there's hardly any distance here between P4, almost P3 to be honest, but P4 and P8 is just covered so quickly with within 1 or 2 seconds here. On P14, that 14 at the moment as well, but look at this. This is so close. Severy, Peter, Reva, great racing between all of them as well. Has been really, really good. 5th, 6th and 7th, yeah, look at that. I mean, it's exceptional really. But Peugeot's with P4, 5 and 6 is pretty good for Peugeot. It's going to be a great lockout if they can keep it. At half second he's going to burn off, but I think Severy getting in front of Peter there. Oof, crikey, he's throwing it over those curbs. Audi handling those curves a little bit better. Can he possibly make up a little bit on this now as we start the final lap? Kieran, oh, will we start the final? No, it won't be the final lap, but it will be. Kieran will be on the final lap. These guys are about to start their final lap. There we are. Really, is he close enough? Is he close enough? Is Don holding on? Don will hold on, but Severy will try to come around the outside. Not going to quite make it. Don holding on, but can he hold on enough? Peter on the inside. Oof, this is so close between all three of them. Look at that, how quickly positions change. Just a little bit wide going in, and Peter was able to make the most of that. Severy on the outside, just touching. This could give Reva an opportunity here. Severy holding the inside on this one. But will Reva try to get a switch back? Not quite, he can't quite get it, but seems to be coming out of there with a little bit more pace. Will he get into that slip? Robbo flashing his lights. We can see you, Robbo, don't worry, we can see you. And you're not far away. 3 seconds, you made up a second. Well done. Made another second off that other lap, so that's brilliantly done. I've got to keep an eye on this slot, but I've also got to keep an eye on Kieran, who I know won't be too far away from finishing the race. He's going through the chicane at the moment, but these four are having a battle royale. Look at this. Severy now coming around the outside of Peter. Can Peter hold it? He's trying to hold it the best he can. Severy might leave himself open. Has he left himself open here? Not quite. But we're going to go to Kieran, who takes P1. Congratulations, Kieran, takes P1. Then we have Nick, who will take P2. And over he comes. He takes P2, and then we'll have Yari and P3. Oh, have we? Of course, this is close. Yari, Dace Racer takes it. Takes it right on the line. Wow. Don on P5, Peter P6. Kudemi in P7, Severy, Reva in P8, Rosberg in P9. Look how close this is. I can't keep up with this. Mugelino in P10. Hooley will come across in P11. Lovely little 360 as he crosses. And Faulkner in P12. What a race. I couldn't keep up with that. That was mad. Absolutely fantastic racing. Well done, everybody. There we go. Let's have a picture of the winner. I didn't quite get him crossing the line, so there we go, Kieran. Congratulations there. P1 for Audi and Kieran. Pole position and clean race. Well done indeed. Yep, pole position and clean race, and I think fastest lap as well. So a lockout there by Audi for Kieran. Well done indeed. But let's get into this. This was an amazing race. Unbelievable. Well done, everybody. I can't believe that. I cannot believe that at all. That was just incredible. So here we go. You can see by the finishing times here, Kieran takes the race with a 25 minutes and 32 second time, and also takes the fastest lap with a 141.3 for Audi, Team Audi. And then we had Nick in P2 for Scirocco, Volkswagen, finishing 13 seconds behind with a 142.035 his best lap. But Dace Racer managing to pinch it right on the line. Look at the difference in the time there between Dace Racer and Yari. Dace Racer getting P3, Yari in P4. Incredible. Look at that. Dace Racer with a 19, it's just literally by hundredths. It is a hundredth of a second between Dace Racer and Yari, right on the line. Dace Racer just coming out of that final corner with that extra little bit, which managed to just get himself in front of Yari there. That was incredible, that was. And then Yari, of course, getting P4. Then we had Don in P5. Look at that with 22. We had Peter just behind us also, with 22 behind. And Peugeot with a 4, 5 and 6. Then we had Severly with for Audi in P7. With Reva in P8. What an incredible race. Wow. That was incredible, guys. Really was. Absolutely fantastic to watch. I couldn't keep up with it. Robio in P9 for the Suzuki. Was closing up as well. Wasn't that far behind from the guys in front. So he was always closing up there. 142.3 as well. Fastest lap. Look at that. What a time. Magdalena, 142.9 as well. So managed to get into the 42s as well. Well done, Magdalena, with Suzuki as well. P10, Hooley and P11 for the Scirocco, just outside with the 143.2s. But again, great P11, and then Faulkner with a P12 in the end for Renault, bringing up the Renault at the end there with the 142 fastest lap time there as well, 142.6. So exceptional driving as well by Faulkner. So brilliant stuff. But what a battle! Wow, guys. That was incredible, really was. P3 to P8 was just incredible battles right the way throughout. P9 was also involved, and P10 at earlier stages too. But that was just incredible. Watching you switching positions, some fantastic driving indeed. Peter with a 141 there as well, 988, and also with Severy with a 141.7. Their fastest lap time, so that managed to keep them in with the shout all the way through. But look at that, incredible race, well done everybody. Tokyo never disappoints. I don't think it ever does. It's just one of those races, it really is. Every series we've ran, this is running 3 series this track, and it never disappoints. It just gives amazing racing all the way through. The adrenaline is flowing. Absolutely fantastic. Well done, guys. Well done. Phew. You'll have to watch this back. If you've missed this race, you need to watch it back. You really do. Trying to keep up with it was incredible. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff. Well done. Each and every one of you. It was just great to watch. It really was. Wow. Get my breath back now. There we go. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff. Well, yeah. Great stuff, though. That's races 4 and races 5 tonight. Then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much indeed. Absolutely exceptional races tonight. Really great stuff to watch. Yeah. Still speechless. It's just incredible seeing that. Dace Racer Yari right on the line. I'm just a hundredth of a second between them. It's just incredible. Yari did very well actually coming back into that, but Dace did exceptionally well to hold on to P3. Started P2, dropped off to P3, possibly an incident maybe, but lost a bit of time on one of the laps, maybe caught a bit of a wall or something maybe, but went down to P3, but held that P3 under intense pressure throughout for about 12 laps. That was incredible. really was. Thank you very much. It was wonderful, wasn't it? I mean, it was great to have this, to commentate on. I mean, this race was actually exceptional. So thank you so much to all the drivers tonight. Both races were great races. Had some exceptional races in both. Again, Tokyo just never disappoints. It's just one of those races which just, uh, yeah, and you can see the qualifying didn't mislead us at all. So many drivers on 142.7s, and they all were battling it out from P3 to P8. It was just incredible to watch. Incredible to commentate on. Couldn't believe it, and tried to keep up with it as best I can. So hopefully I did. I managed to. But yeah, great stuff. So if you've watched that race, again, as we said before, if you've enjoyed that, then and if you haven't already, then please subscribe to the channel and give a like, give a thumbs up. It's always appreciated. It helps others to see this this kind of racing, see these guys racing, because it's exceptional racing. It really is brilliant to watch tonight. Group 4 FF cars. Yeah, it really is brilliant. It really was brilliant tonight. Some fantastic racing between all three of them. Before these races this evening, just a quick shout through to the drivers' positions. In the Pro was Kieran, Nick, and then Yari. And then in the Pro-Am Silvers, we had Mujolina, then Severi, then Dace Racer. And in the Pro-Am Bronze, we had it at DTR D-Max, then TXM Axe, and then Faulkner and Power Maxi were in joint thirds. That was before tonight, so as you can see with the results tonight, that's going to change a few positions definitely, and we might see some changes of position in the Manufacturers Championship also after these results tonight. Some exceptional racing, some great finishes, and some good team finishes as well. Renault had some good team finishes at Bathurst, and as you can see there, Peugeot with some great ones in here as well with Tokyo. So great stuff. So it's just, yeah, absolutely. It's just up to me now to say thank you so very much to everyone for joining in this evening. Catch us again for more DTTCR action in 2 weeks' time on the November the 1st, Saturday, November the 1st. We'll be at Nürburgring, and yes, it is Nürburgring. So it'll be the endurance circuit. And yeah, there could be some changeable weather conditions there. Let's just say that. I know there will be. Put it that way. So it's going to be an amazing race. If it's anything like tonight, wow, it's going to be quite some battle with weather thrown in. So that's going to be great to watch. Really is. So that's in 2 weeks' time on Saturday, November the 1st. That will be the series finale for the 2025 series. And then we have just next week, we also have the CTC, but we'll remind you on that during the week. But yeah, that'll be coming up against ART. But thank you all for now, and we will see you then. And take care, everyone. And until then, bye-bye.